Hi, everybody. It's me, Carmine DeStefano, the Bookman. And quickly, Nintendo's third-party or partner showcase Direct was launched today. I did not get a chance to see it live. I was working and then I was working out. I want to do this quick because it's already been said. People have already posted things about it and what have you. It came out. There were some surprises. There were some things that I found interesting. There were things I really didn't care less or couldn't care less about. But this was one of the things that I didn't know. Monster Hunter Stories Part 3. I'm not a Monster Hunter Stories type. I'm not even that much of a Monster Hunter type. Even though I love Capcom, and Capcom is one of my favorite developers since I was a kid, it was always a mark, she's hot. It was always a mark of quality overall when it came to video games and polish and everything. But anything that says story in it, sorry, it's supposed to be a game. There were other things that I didn't know about. Apex Legends being released on the Switch 2 was interesting. Maybe I'll get into that. Anything competitive and free, I am totally on board for. I didn't see anything about Smite 2. I haven't heard anything about Smite 2 being on the Switch 2. I haven't heard anything about Marvel Rivals, though I have heard that Marvel Rivals may be coming out on the Switch 2 sooner or later. We'll see what that is all about. I did notice that Persona 3 Reload is coming out on the Switch 2. Couldn't care less about that either. In fact, I would care more about a rat shitting in the middle of Siberia than I do about Persona 3. I will never understand why you people love that game. I don't get it. I don't get it. If you want to know, I'm going to give you a hint. Take about 60 hours of your life to spend about half an hour playing through that typical turn-based elemental Sega Atlas, Shin Megami Tensei type battle schematic, the whole thing with the recruiting demons, whatever. Do that for about half the time, and the other half going through storyline involving kids pretending they're shooting themselves in the head to go into this magical, mystical world, complaining about school and teachers and talking about food and eating. Also, within that, you have to simulate a high schooler's life in Japan, where you build up specific skills through mundane, repetitive mini games or what have you, so that you can befriend every single person that's available, including an old married couple that runs a bookshop. Yes, folks, this is the beauty of Personas 3, 4, and 5. I love Sega Atlas. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is one of the greatest games I've ever played, and yet people that said that game was either bad or not that good love Personas 3, 4, and 5. I will never understand what your fascination with simulating a suburbanite Japanese high schooler's life is. You can play a Japanese high schooler in Shin Megami Tensei, and it would be so much better. The storylines are so much better. You don't have to be bogged down in cutscenes. Unlike Shin Megami Tensei, Persona 3, you're supposedly the leader, and yet not one decision you make matters. Not at all. Also, if you want to, I was going to do it here if I could edit it, but the music would be way too loud or it would sound like garbage. You can play this song on YouTube. It's called To Be Close. You'll hear it if you play this game for at least 30 straight hours. It is absolutely horrific. So the concept of playing a game like this makes no sense to me. And there are 3 of them. Also, anything that anything that Square Enix makes, yeah, they're doing another Octopath trash. It's trash. They're doing another game similar, trash. Everything Square Enix makes. I'm going to make a video about why they are one of the worst companies. They were the precursor for somebody like Hideo Kojima. So if you don't like those games, I don't understand why you'd like anything that Hideo Kojima had his fingerprints on. I don't see how you can like Square Enix. I was disappointed in a couple of things. First off, they did show more of Hyrule Warriors about the imprisoning war and everything, but no release date. We know now officially that Borderlands 4 is coming out in October. I'm going to have to go with that because something else that disappointed me, no idea when Elden Ring's coming out on the Switch 2. Still no clue. It's coming out. They had footage, Tarnished Edition and all that. No idea when. So I was kind of bothered by that because I need more projects moving forward. I have virtually nothing happening right now. So I'm going to have to get creative. Madden, we knew about. There were a couple of things like the FIFA game. We knew about those. This game, the Dragon Ball game, I'm like another Dragon Ball game. There was a lot of Bandai Namco, but ultimately it was a pretty good direct. There are only a few games I would be somewhat interested in, but let me know what you felt about it in the comments below. I thank you all for watching, and more views soon to come. So stay tuned, take care, and have a great day.